everybody, Gabriella is back, and today we are going to use this shimmering tape yarn to make one of our scarves. So if you have seen previous videos, I have made scarves with finger knitting before. This is one of them that turned out really nice, and then this one is the other one, and the last video we watched how to make the pom-poms in the end. In this video we are just going to use the blue one, this tape yarn, and make another scarf. So because I want to use double for this one, because this is kind of a thin material, I'm going to use both of them. So I have some left, the other one. I'm going to just kind of tie them together in the end to have my double yarn. In the beginning, I'm going to have my fingers, and I'm just going to start with the first loop, which I'm going to actually tie to make my first loop. All right, so I have my first loop. And after that, I'm just gonna go around the fingers, back and forth, and then I'm going to pull it in front of my hand. I'm going to put my finger under, and make sure I grab both of them and move it in the back. But let's see. Something went wrong here. Let's see what went wrong. We went around here, we went around here. Well, let's just see. Going to go back to the front. Yes, that's it. Gonna go that one first. Gonna go to the front. And then the next one. This one is not as flexible as the previous ones. So let's see. All right. Now we are in business. I have not done with just this one the double before. I have done the single, so we're gonna see how it is going to turn out, if you like it or not like it. And I am thinking that instead of a scarf, this could be something for the hands, maybe a little cover as the weather is getting chillier, or something that you can put on the wrist or the feet as decoration. We used to have things like that when I was growing up in Hungary. So it definitely feels like I have to make a little bit more effort to make this loose. It wants to stay tight and snug, and I want it to be loose, so I have to make a little bit more effort to make sure that this is loose because of the type of yarn it is. But it looks pretty nice. Kind of fun little material. And look at the bottom. This is how the bottom looks like, and the top. Now, if you get tired and you don't want to do it, you can get any kind of like a piece of pen or something, and then put it like your fingers and save it to continue later. I was talking to my mom recently and she reminded me that even my kids, we used to do this and made super long little snakes from them. And then when you pull it, it kind of becomes a roll. And just had fun with it, kind of. So we've been at it for 5 minutes. At the beginning was a little bit, taking a little bit longer time, so sorry about that. Let me know what you guys think of how this looks. Do you like the idea? What kind of things you can think that could be made from this? Yeah, this could be anything. Could be made shorter and it could be put in a mug for decoration, or a bottle for some kind of decoration, or a jar. If it's made with colors, it could be made something for Christmas or for any kind of occasion. It's just kind of a fun, quick thing to make. It's kind of different, kind of unique, and anytime we make a gift or even just something for ourselves that is handmade, I think it just have a different value to it. Now if you want, you can always add another material to this, like what we did with this previous one. You have a blue one and another yarn with it to make it thicker or different looking. You could probably add a thread, even like this one, like a skinny rope to it. Depending on what you want to use it for. Now this is double, so it's much thicker. So if I would have used that single layer, it would be more see-through. So if that's the look you're looking for, that would also work. Okay, so this is how we are looking so far. And as I said before, and I'm gonna do it because I haven't done it before, I haven't shown you guys this before. This can be pulled, so I can pull it and it's going to become skinnier and longer and kind of become like a rope, but it is kind of fun. So this could be like even used for a handle or something like that, but it could be a skinny scarf. And I just wanted to show you guys this one because I haven't shown this one before. The other ones I left it thicker like this, but it could also become like this, kind of a skinnier rope. So I think I'm gonna make this one like this, and just for a fun thin scarf that you can rope around your neck multiple times. I was trying to figure out how do I want this, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I like it. So I can go back and do that with the other scarves too. And after a while, I think they might end up like that, really depending on how careful you are with them. But if you make it thicker, then it might be less chance of that happening. So let me know what you guys like this, how you guys like this idea. And of course you can tie things into the cells later too to make it fun. And you can use any kind of material. So we've only been doing this for like 10 minutes and we have kind of a nice long piece. I was thinking this morning about this, and also like if you want this to be like maybe a necklace looking thing, you can at this point make a loop and you can go back and tie this together and then continue and make multiple loops and make a fun necklace out of this that you can put on as decoration. So I think that could be made from any material, even leather or any type of rope that you want to make a necklace with. And you can use this finger technique to make it. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. Okay, so this is about this long. That would comfortably kind of fit through the hat. So let's try that. So I'm going to go back to the end and find the end of it. So I put it double in here and I'm gonna loop them together. There you go. And now it's a loop and I'm going to continue. So at this point, right, so this could be a loop and then I can decide to end it and put something in the front, or I can make another loop around it, which I think I'm going to do. Make another loop around it and then come up with an ending. So let's see how would that turn out. Or we come up with something else while doing this. So I didn't know that this is what I'm gonna do. Like I thought this is gonna be a scarf, and now it's going to be kind of a jewelry piece. But let's look at this. Is the first time I've done this. So this is how we are looking so far. And then I'm thinking that this is going to be looping around one more time with, I don't know if it's the same or just a little bit bigger. Loop. Let's see how that turns out. I kind of like this idea, because then you could do that, like if you want to do a bracelet like from this material, you can make a few loops, and that could even be a fun looking little bracelet. You can do that for a necklace. This is just something fun, like to experiment with new things. And this is definitely something different. We'll see if I have enough, or I might have to come up with something creative. But because how, look, we are almost already halfway, so I think it might be working out just fine. If it meant to be, it will be a double necklace scarf thingy. Come up with some kind of fun pom-pom in the end, or maybe something different. We could put some beads on it, like I think, yeah, beads could work. You could probably embed crystals in it, or shells. Okay, so we are about halfway right now. I'm very curious how it is going to look, and because this is kind of a new creation. I like this idea. And I am interested to try it out with other materials. To maybe make necklaces or bracelets with it. From like a thinner rope type of material. Okay, so I go for a little bit and then I'm just gonna pull it just to see where we are. Okay, what do you guys think? So this is how we are looking so far. So I could make it shorter or make it longer. I think I'm gonna make it longer. We'll see how much, because we just have like this much left from the second yarn, but I think it's gonna take us through to make a similar size or just a little bit longer maybe. All right, let's see where we are. Oh, okay, so we are about the same size, so I think we're just gonna go a little bit longer. Okay, so let's see how we are looking right now. So still pretty close. We are a little bit longer, but I think we're gonna go more. Okay, let's look at it again. So we have our initial loop, and now we have a second loop. So I think that's kind of like a nice distance between the two. So I haven't done this before, but what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of go in here and weave my fingers in. Like this, and blend this two together. Okay, now we're gonna do another row, and let's see how this looks like. This is what we have, and I think let's see, I think this is what I am going to end. So how I'm going to end is I'm going to get a piece of the rope, and as I lift it up, I put it under it and pull it through all of them. So you see how I have pulled it through, and I'm going to tie it, and then I'm going to cut right here, and we are going to do another tie, and I think this could be just left like this. So this is what we come up with. Let me know what you guys think.